This is the story of a land. A very small land. It's a unique land. A land of wine.
It's called Alsace. And it's in eastern France, at the heart of Europe. When you come here, you see mountains, the plain, medieval villages, hilly vineyards.
Alsace is different everywhere you go. It's a very open region, but has many distinctive characteristics. It's a place where cultures meet.
We work hard in Alsace, but we also like to enjoy ourselves.
The people here have strong personalities. They've been shaped by their history and the land they live on.
They have very deep roots, as vines do.
Alsace is an exceptional wine-growing area. It produces fruity, aromatic, and well-balanced wines with a unique freshness.
Supple, rounded, fresh and delicate. It's a versatile wine and goes with everything. Hot or cold starters, egg dishes, poultry or fish. It's the perfect middle-of-the-range Alsace wine. Pinot Blanc, simply delightful.
The Alsace wine-growing area lies between the Alsatian plain and the Vosges mountains, and it stretches nearly 200 kilometers from north to south.
Mild autumns allow the grapes to ripen slowly and develop their full aroma.
Sheltered by the Vosges, the area has very low levels of rainfall. Almost all types of geological terrain are present in Alsace. It's what remains after a great collapse occurred 40 or 50 million years ago, when the entire Rhineland area, including the Vosges and the Black Forest, cracked up into fragments. Here, side by side, a variety of different terrains form a mosaic. The word mosaic is quite appropriate, because every 50 or 100 meters, sometimes even less, the soil type changes from limestone to siliceous, or from clay to granite, and sometimes there are even multiple combinations.
This diversity of soil types also explains the wide range of grape varieties in Alsace. The old winemakers knew where they were planting their vines. They would choose the most appropriate grape variety for each plot of land.
Aromas of cherry, blackberries, and raspberries. With its medieval origins, Pino Noir is the only Alsace grape variety used to produce red wine or rosé. It's an excellent accompaniment to red meat and charcuterie, delicate, full-bodied, and sometimes oaky. Pinot Noir, the Alsace red.
A terroir is effectively the coming together of vine, climate, land, and winemaker.
The terroirs of Alsace are small, what a man could labor in a single day. And they're so varied. Each type of soil, limestone, clay, granite, gives its own specific energy to the wine.
Each grape variety develops differently, depending on the soil. This fragile and complex balance is a notable characteristic of Alsace wines, which is guaranteed by 3 appellation labels: AOC Alsace, Alsace Grand Cru, and Crémant d'Alsace.
A terroir is also a very cultural thing, like a painting. You cannot consider a terroir without referring to its history, whether it was named by monks or belonged to a lord or a bishop.
To express the wide variety of these terroirs, Alsace winemaking is based on 7 grape varieties, which give Alsace wines their names and wide aromatic diversity.
They're wholly original wines whose natural balance and freshness makes further oakiness unnecessary. They're supremely gastronomic wines, suitable for drinking with food all over the world.
Fresh, elegant, and amazingly dry. Alsace Muscat expresses the grape's flavor superbly. Fruity, flowery aromas. For an aperitif or with a starter of steamed vegetables, Muscat delicately whets your appetite. If springtime were a type of wine, it would be Alsace Muscat.
The best terroirs came into being due to the know-how and experience of people who, over time, brought out the qualities of the most homogeneous terrain, often on amazingly steep slopes with unique microclimates.
The first Grand Cru wines in Alsace were made as early as the 9th century. The Alsace Grand Cru appellation showcases wines from 51 exceptional terroirs. A Grand Cru has to be the most pleasurable wine possible, the best you can make.
Grand Cru wines, which age extremely well, so beautifully express the character of their terroir, both in their aromas and body.
When I produce a Grand Cru, I do something that's greater than I am. It gives my work a purpose.
Dry, racy, and delicately fruity. Riesling. Complex. Floral. Mineral. With a good backbone of acidity. It's a great gastronomic wine, pairing well with fish or white meat. Riesling, the king of Alsace wines. For many Alsatian winemakers, no great wine can be produced without respecting the environment. In Alsace, organic and even biodynamic winemaking is widespread.
We work the earth a great deal in order to help the vines establish deep roots, to ensure they're happy.
We'll mainly use plant or mineral infusion to stimulate the vine's natural defenses. It's about getting even closer to the land and the grapes, a quest for complexity, authenticity, and collaboration with nature.
Organic wine growing really suits the mentality of Alsatian people. They're often described as being obstinate and sometimes stubborn, but they achieve their goals and place great importance on doing a good job. Brisk, energetic, light, and full of freshness, as natural as Alsace. Whether you're just feeling a bit thirsty or want something to accompany a light meal with friends, Sylvanaire's the right choice. It's perfect with salads, savory tarts, or fresh shellfish. Sylvanaire, Alsace wakes up your taste buds.
Making wine is about trying to bring out what's really in the grape.
It's the culmination of everything that's been done with the vine. It's the final touch that'll reveal all the potential that's already in the grape.
Like a work of art, each wine is a creation, but one that renews itself each year in each terroir. But you need to be patient and give it time.
It's a support process up to the time the wine is bottled. Wine is nurtured like a baby or a small child. You mustn't be stressed. On the contrary, you need to be attentive and observant.
Cреман d'Alsace is made using the traditional method. Its delicate bubbles are produced during secondary fermentation in the bottle. It'll be left in a cellar for at least a year in order to enhance its aroma and flavour. It's produced using the Pinot Blanc, Riesling, and Pino Gri grape varieties, as well as Chardonnay or Pino Noir for pink Cреман d'Alsace.
Most Cреман d'Alsace are brut sparkling wines.
Mysterious, warm, sensual, and radiant. A grape wine for the heart and soul. It'll add a generous hint of honey, the forest floor, and ripe fruit to the flavours of a poultry dish in autumn. Pino Gri, the full spirit of Alsace.
Some years it's worth being patient and waiting for the grapes.
Late in the year, Alsace often enjoys an Indian summer, with misty mornings and warm afternoons. This is the time for symbiosis between the grapes and the Botrytis cinerea fungus, or noble rot.
By harvesting these over-ripened grapes bunch by bunch, or grape by grape, exceptional sweet wines are obtained and labeled Vendange tardive and Sélection de Grains Nobles. They are rich, powerful, and distinctively elegant.
The individual character of the grape variety is complemented by the over-ripeness and concentrated flavour. This is the very essence of what can be obtained from a vine. To drink a Vendange tardive or Sélection de Grains Nobles with some foie gras or a dessert is a rare pleasure to be shared.
Powerful, exuberant, a burst of aromas. Gewürztraminer, a wine of exceptional character. Its fruity, floral, spicy bouquet conjures up images of far-off destinations. It goes amazingly well with exotic food or Munster cheese. Gewürztraminer, the most sensual of the Alsace wines.
I really enjoy taking my customers around these hills and showing them the wine route which winds through this fantastic landscape.
People like to eat well in Alsace. We have world-famous Michelin-starred restaurants and therefore an extremely varied food and wine culture.
What I think is marvellous is that people buy a bottle here and a bottle there, and when the wine's interesting or when it surprises them, they're keen to know who the person behind the bottle is.
Above all, what I really want is to give pleasure with wines that forge bonds between people. Connections that may seem small, but can sometimes be astonishingly strong. Just what you need to celebrate.
Cреман d'Alsace.
Its tiny bubbles bring an elegant sparkle to small and big occasions alike.
With its fruity and floral aromas, it's the most popular AOC sparkling wine in France after champagne. This is the story of a land, a very small land. It's a unique land, a land of wine.